Hi everyone, welcome. I apologize for the slide that you just saw. This is not about BlueJeans virtual events. This is the webinar for small business growth tools, BlueJeans video conferencing. My name's Maggie Bliss and I'm your moderator this morning, and I am joined by Jessica Reeves, the Yahoo Small Business Marketing Manager, and by Priyanka Mehta, our BlueJeans Product Marketing Manager, who will be demoing BlueJeans meetings today. So I just want to before I kick things off, there are a few housekeeping items I'd like to go over. So we are actually all on the BlueJeans Events product, so it's slightly different than what Priyanka is going to be demoing. But in this product, you are all in a one-way viewing experience, but that doesn't mean you can't interact with us. We'd still love to hear from you. If you want to put in the chat, you can tell us where you're visiting us from and what you're excited about your small business. We'd love to hear. So if you look on the right-hand side of your screen, there are a couple ways you can interact. You can do the chat feature. There is an icon for Q&A. There you can put your questions for Priyanka and Jessica. And then if you're having any technical difficulties or just want to ask a question directly to me, you can use that moderator icon. And lastly, this session is being recorded, so we will send it out to you afterwards. And with that, I'll pass it over to Jessica.
Thanks, Maggie. As Maggie said, I am Jessica Reeves. I am a marketing manager with Yahoo Small Business, and I'm here today with Priyanka Mehta. She is a product marketing manager with BlueJeans, and she is going to take us through a deep dive into the power of BlueJeans meetings. So this is going to show, she's going to help us kind of look into how it can help small businesses move forward in 2021 and show a few of the details that BlueJeans has to offer. So I will let you take it away, Priyanka.
Awesome. Thank you, Jessica. Hey folks, my name is Priyanka. I am the product marketing manager for our meetings product at BlueJeans by Verizon. Thank you so much for joining us today. So BlueJeans provides an unparalleled user experience with HD video, stunningly clear audio powered by Dolby Voice, and a rich set of features, including our AI-driven smart meetings, recordings, breakout sessions, participant reactions, and so much more. The BlueJeans meetings experience can really be broken down into three pillars: simple, smart, and secure. So let's look at our app together to show you what this experience feels like. Let me share my screen. Awesome. So this is the home screen, or what we call the hair check screen of the desktop app. At the top left corner of the window, you'll find your personal room link. You can click on the button to copy the link and quickly share with participants. This is very handy for sending ad hoc meeting invites or last-minute meeting invitees. And the start button next to it lets you start your personal meeting. And then, of course, all of your scheduled meetings show up in your BlueJeans calendar across the left side of the window here. You can simply click Join button here to get into the meeting with your preset configuration, or you can click this drop-down menu for a few other options. At the bottom right of the screen, you'll find settings to choose your camera, microphone, and speaker. This is before you enter the meeting. All right, let's get started with this. And voila, just like that, we are in the meeting. In the top left corner of the window, you'll find the Start Recording and Highlights option. Upon clicking this, all participants will hear an audible notification letting them know that the meeting is being recorded.
Recording has started.
At this point, everything in the meeting, including audio, video, and any content that's being shared will be recorded. The recording feature automatically enables BlueJeans' artificial intelligence-driven smart meetings feature. With smart meetings, participants can indicate a highlight by clicking here. And our AI engine will automatically capture a certain duration of the meeting before and after the highlight point. Similarly, all participants can communicate responsibilities, assign tasks, real time. At the end of the meeting, the host or the moderator can share highlights, notes, action with appropriate participants, whether they join the meeting or not. And don't forget, with the smart meetings, there's also live transcription over here on the right, which users can follow through with. Okay, next, let's touch upon security. Right beside the recording option over here is what we call the quick lock button. Clicking on this button turns the lock red and it is now visually closed. This prevents new participants from joining the meeting, even if they had the meeting link or ID. Participants can leave the meeting, will also be unable to rejoin until the meeting has been unlocked. This can be extremely beneficial in executive discussions, academia, or simply preventing nuisance factor of stragglers. Okay, so to quickly recap so far, we've talked about our simple one-click join option, some in-meeting recording capabilities, smart meetings, and the quick lock security feature. There is one other feature which can be of high value to small and medium businesses that I would like to highlight, which is the breakout sessions. Breakout sessions allow hosts to split larger team meetings and gatherings into smaller groups for discussions and learning. Every BlueJeans meetings supports up to 75 simultaneous breakout sessions. Once you add a breakout room, you can either let the system randomly assign participants into rooms or manually assign them into a specific room. Like I'm going to put myself in breakout room number 1. Okay. The BlueJeans experience also puts heavy emphasis on participant engagement. And in this day and age of emoticons, users can now send live emoticons, reactions like clap, thumbs up, celebration, or simply a smile. These non-verbal acknowledgements give everyone an opportunity to engage real time without having to wait for downtime or interrupt the discussion to share their reaction. Okay, I think I've already gone over for a long time. That was a quick overview of some of our high value features, but there are just so many others. We have a lot of video tutorials, FAQs available on our knowledge base at support.bluejeans.com. So I really urge you guys to visit our site for more resources. And with that,
Wonderful, thank you.
Back to Jessica, for questions.
Yes, it looks like we have a few questions. First off, is the desktop UI the same for PCs and Macs?
Yes, the features are consistent through our desktop app on PC as well as the Mac system. So the collaboration and the face-to-face is very consistent through the two UIs.
Wonderful. And is it possible to use BlueJeans on my mobile device as well as my browser?
Yes, so BlueJeans supports fast and easy face-to-face collaboration via any supported web browser without the need to download the desktop app. And our browser-based meeting experience delivers an amazing set of features that pushes, to be honest, the boundaries of web-based conferencing, which is extremely convenient for any external facing meetings. Additionally, you mentioned about the BlueJeans mobile app provides a powerful, fully featured solution on iOS and Android devices that includes, the safe driving mode and the intelligent bandwidth management for improved performance.
Fantastic. Also, we have another question about security. Do you know, is this a secure software? Like, can you speak to the security behind BlueJeans?
Absolutely. So it is definitely a very secure software. We have end-to-end encryption for the data, and I showed the quick lock feature, but we also have the screen share moderation feature for in-meeting additions, with which basically participants are able to lock screen share and also lock anybody taking over a screen share. So in settings where we have larger participants or in academia, tutorials or instructors could lock the screen share, which is very helpful.
Fantastic. Yeah, we actually have a few more questions about that locking feature. When the meeting is locked, what do people see when they're trying to come in?
So yeah, when the meeting is locked, people will be in the waiting room, and they're not able to. They know that the meeting is going on, but they will have to wait in the waiting room.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, and then one last question about security. Do you know how secure BlueJeans is compared to Zoom or say GoToMeeting?
Yeah, we, like I mentioned, the three pillars for BlueJeans is simplicity, smartness, and security. So we take security extremely, extremely importantly. We have meetings, we have teams in our product management and engineering that is continually adding more and more features for security. Definitely something like the quick lock feature. You can look at our competitors, and that option can be hidden. Whereas for BlueJeans, it's right there on the screen. You click it for any time you want to make sure that nobody else besides the participants who are in the meeting should not be able to hear, see, or have access to the data. You can put the quick lock on. I think that definitely speaks to how secure the meeting is.
Fantastic. I know security is top of mind right now with everybody working at home. So thank you for talking to those points. Another question, what are some of the best practices to make sure the meeting goes well?
Okay. Yeah, I think Jessica, that's a great question, but it's also a loaded question. A well-structured online meeting provides an extremely effective platform for teams to come together, collaborate, and make decisions. I really feel that there are three aspects of hosting an impactful online meeting: scheduling your meeting with a clear agenda, running it efficiently, and then closing it effectively. Let's talk about these three aspects in a little more detail. So scheduling. Prepare and plan ahead for the meeting. As the host or the moderator, spend time planning your meeting agenda to ensure that the meeting is not merely, an information sharing event, but something that will help the team move forward. Select the appropriate settings for your meeting. You can configure your meeting settings to maximize the time that you have with everyone. We have advanced settings options to help you set the stage for an effective meeting. A few ways to customize meetings, enable auto recording. You can prevent screen share takeover that I talked about, silent participant entry mode, etc. And then the second thing is running the show efficiently. Some recommendations or making sure that the time with your participants is spent efficiently could include, ensure the meeting starts on time and you follow that agenda. Share content. There is no way to tell a story better than to aid it with the right content. Use charts, videos, pictures, graphics to create an engaging experience for your participants. You can also enable on-screen annotation or whiteboarding to highlight key points or to foster brainstorming. And most importantly, engage participants. An engaged participant is key to making effective, impactful decisions in your meetings. And remember, engagement doesn't have to come in the form of verbal interruptions, right? We talked about the reactions that users can send earlier. It's quick, it's easy, and efficient. And then in the end, the third, as you approach the end of the meeting, take a few minutes to effectively wrap up the meeting discussion. This is the time to review, the decisions made, next steps, parking lot items. Effective meetings, end with clearly defined actions for all participants. Hope that helps out.
Wonderful. Yeah, we actually have, that helps quite a bit. Yeah, I know we're actually doing some of that interaction with our QA questions and our live poll. So appreciate everybody who's participating in those. Looks like we do have some more questions though. Speaking of the QA, can you speak to like if there's a maximum number of participants allowed with BlueJeans meetings?
Yeah, absolutely. So the in-meeting participant capacity, varies depending on which plan that you're subscribed to. So BlueJeans supports up to 50 participants in a meeting for our standard plan, 75 participants for our pro plan, and up to 200 participants in a meeting for our enterprise plan. And we have enhanced our toolkit to ensure that the premium BlueJeans experience remains consistent as more and more people join your meeting.
Wonderful. I know that seems to be a bottleneck with a lot of other video conferencing software. So that is great to know that you can have so many participants with BlueJeans. Is there a duration limit to the meetings? Like, do you know if the meetings can go on for quite some time, or does it get cut off?
There is no. Since all of these plans are paid plans, there is no durations if you compare it to our competitors' free plans that they have.
Fantastic. I have another question that came in just now. If I'm the presenter, can I see the as at the same time?
Can you
Oh,
repeat
I
that
know
question?
we run
Actually,
into that. So
sorry,
if
your
I
voice
am the
dropped a little.
presenter,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I apologize. Yeah, the question is, if I'm a presenter, can I see the chat and my presentation at the same time? Because I know with some other software, like if you're presenting a deck or anything like that, some sort of presentation material, sometimes you can't see uh, who is making comments. You can't respond to the chat window as well. Um, but if you can kind of speak.
Yeah, so if you are the presenter, you would have to sort of exit to get into the chat mode, which we are. That is part of our roadmap. And once you are in the chat, I think it's important to highlight that we are able to chat with the entire group, or you can direct message a participant.
Okay. It looks like we have a couple more questions. Thank you, everybody, for asking so many questions. These are great. Does the lock that we were talking about previously, that security feature, the lock of the video, does that prevent people from recording?
Uh, So the recording is started by the moderator or host of the meeting. And yeah, that doesn't affect the lock feature doesn't affect the recording. So that those are independent. I can, as a host, I can start recording and then decide to lock the meeting, or vice versa. I could lock the meeting first and then start recording.
Fantastic. Okay. Um, and then can you speak a little bit to how BlueJeans meetings help support small businesses grow their business?
Sure. So, video conferencing is a major part of doing business today, and BlueJeans meetings as a video conferencing tool can help businesses build stronger relationship, not just internally but also externally through their better communication and effective meetings that eventually lead to higher employee satisfaction. Quantifiable benefits includes obviously reduced travel expenses and increased productivity. Interestingly, at the end of 2020, BlueJeans surveyed over 1,000 users to understand what small businesses are doing differently, during the pandemic, and also learn how consumer behavior has evolved. And over 50% of the respondents confirmed an evolution in habits, where they now expect their ecosystems, whatever the context may be, to cater to customized solutions to them. Meaning customers don't want standardized regimens. They want services to be customizable to their individual needs and preferences. And this is precisely the kind of flexibility that BlueJeans offers at the corporate level, but then also at the personal level within an organization.
I completely agree. We're seeing a lot of that with our customer base as well. And we have a lot of resources in our Yahoo Small Business Resource Center to help people make that leap and help facilitate their evolution, because there's quite a bit to manage right now. But I think we have a lot of opportunities as well. So yeah, it's wonderful to have a tool like BlueJeans to help facilitate that. I have another question here is what are the basic system requirements needed to get started with BlueJeans? I know some people have some older systems. Can you kind of speak to that?
Sure. So BlueJeans meetings runs seamlessly on desktop, mobile, or web. Whether you're at your desk using a virtual desktop or on the go, you should always have a consistent experience. BlueJeans meetings, it works flawlessly on desktop operating systems like Windows, Mac, Linux, any supported browser, Chrome, Firefox, Safari, or mobile devices like the iOS and Android. And then all you need is the internet connection, broadband, wired or wireless, speakers, microphone, and a webcam. And you're on.
Fantastic. Okay, let's see. We had a few more questions come in. What do you do to place your documents, videos, and PowerPoints in a spot for easy access prior to my meeting? Oh, so that they can be presented. I believe that means so that they can be presented.
Yeah, I mean,
I would.
Yeah, I would recommend. I'm guessing this is about once you're within the meeting, having quick access to documents. I would make sure that one, from a security perspective, instead of sharing your entire screen, highly urge to only share the specific application that you would like to share with the audience. So be it PowerPoint, Word, or Excel. And a recommendation on that, before the meeting, prepare and know exactly where that document is saved. And also, if it's already open, or recommend opening it, prior to the meeting so you can quickly share that particular app and share it with the participants. And like I mentioned before, when I was demoing the product, that you can actually start annotation and be able to, write on a specific screen that is being shared to highlight the point that you're trying to make to your participants.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's a wonderful feature. That helps clarify things. A lot of people are visual learners like myself. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. And also the whiteboard feature, it lets you add content right on the screen. So it's also for, brainstorming, you're getting together as within a breakout session, you can all start, jot down bullet points on the whiteboard. It lets you add different colors and lines and, actual text you can draw on the whiteboard. So it's extremely helpful to collaborate.
Wonderful. Yeah, anything helps with vision is a must nowadays. Looks like we have another one. What kind of support do you offer to a new subscriber to get BlueJeans up and running?
Yeah, so as when I mentioned after the demo, our knowledge base is extremely resourceful. We have videos for anything and everything that you can think of, with BlueJeans meetings, setting it up, like scheduling, how to integrate it with different applications, from with Outlook or Google Calendar, and then going through the process of collaboration when you are within, and many features that are within the meeting. How do you add more participants? How do you invite more people? There are videos, there are articles. We continually add blogs on our site to announce any of the new features that have come out, and definitely try to, add videos as much as possible for these features. And that's at resource.bluejeans.com.
Fantastic. Yeah, I know those resources are always very useful. I always appreciate a tutorial video. It makes things so much easier. It looks like we have another question about when you're in presenter view. It's also great to see the gallery view of the participants in the meeting. Is that possible in BlueJeans when you're presenting?
Just to make sure I understood the question correctly, you said gallery view and participant view?
I believe that's what they mean by the question. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it's actually a very useful feature in BlueJeans. Once you're, as a presenter, when you're presenting, you are able to share your screen. There's a content slider at the bottom of the screen that lets you divide your screen into the content on right side, and there are three options for the looking at the participants. There's people view, gallery view, and a user view. So and you can use the slider to make the participant tiles as small as you want, so they can sort of concentrate and focus on the content that's being shared. or vice versa, when you're looking at, looking at people's reactions and interacting more with the participants, you can expand the left side of your screen using, again, the content slider. So it's extremely, extremely useful to be able to switch back and forth when you are in content sharing mode.
Wonderful. Oh, and then there's a question about if we are able to get BlueJeans through the Yahoo Small Business site. So at this time, you would still be going to the BlueJeans website, but after this webinar, we will be sending up our follow-up email, and that BlueJeans has been gracious enough to include a 20% off coupon code. So keep an eye out for that, because that will be coming to you right after this webinar, and hopefully you'll have a lot of people who are interested in trying out this wonderful product, because a lot of these features, especially that whiteboard feature, that's really interesting. I know we have a lot of team meetings where we're like going back to the agenda to try and add some information. So having that whiteboard feature available and to be able to just go into the presentation itself and then add our comments would be very useful. We have another question. Can the record feature be disabled if you want to make sure no one is recording the presentation? Is that an option, or is that something that
the recording feature, the option shows up for the moderator or host of the meeting, and we definitely recommend asking your participants before you hit recording feature on, and also as part of the advanced configuration options for your meetings, you can turn that off, or vice versa, you can have auto recording on for a meeting.
Fantastic. Okay. I know we're reaching the half hour here, but we do have a question to see if you can demo a few of the sharing functions. Is it possible to bring that up?
I can, yeah, for sure. I can show you, but because of the limitation of, we are in the events app and I'm sharing the meetings app, we may not be able to actually see the screen, but let me quickly get in here.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we had quite a few questions today, I think.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the meeting that I showed earlier. And over here on the screen is the share screen option. If you click on this, are you able to see the pop-up, Jessica?
There's a share link to invite people, but I don't see the pop-up.
Yeah, unfortunately, because we're in two apps, that function, but over here, let me just walk you guys through it. There's a share screen. If you click on this, you get the option of either sharing your entire screen. If you have multiple desktops, it'll give you the option of sharing screen 1, screen 2. And below that is the share application, and it'll actually list all the applications that are open on your screen right now and basically give you a title of those applications, and you can pick and choose what you want to share.
Simple enough. Fantastic. Wonderful. Well, it looks like we are right at the half-hour point. So if there are any other questions, please feel free to type them in now. Otherwise, what is the difference between the meeting app and the events app?
Yeah, so all the events attendee right now have joined this event through our BlueJeans events application, and I've joined as a presenter, and I am showcasing the product by sharing my screen and sharing the BlueJeans meetings application. So BlueJeans meetings It limits, it's basically a meetings application. The maximum participants in a meeting is 200, whereas our events is focused more on, webinars and live events, and an extremely, extremely collaborative application for events.
Yes, and you can use them both at the same time as we're demonstrating
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
Wonderful. Well, now we are at time, so I just want to thank Priyanka for joining us today. This was a lot of great information, and I know that our customers are going to really find this very useful. I know we use BlueJeans a lot with Yahoo Small Business, and it's just a wonderful platform for webinars as well as meetings, as Priyanka has shown. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody who's participated. Do keep an eye out for that follow-up email with a recording of this webinar, as well as that 20% off coupon for BlueJeans. And as an extra bonus, we at Yahoo Small Business are going to send out a link to our Get Online offer as well, where it'll give you everything you need to get online for just $1 a month. That's your domain, your emails, and your website. So keep an eye out for that. But other than that, thank you, Priyanka. That was wonderful. That was a lot of really good information. I
Yeah,
really
thank you
appreciate
so
that.
much. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.